let's not just look like a feeble old man. Even though the dream is to just like the old folks in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I keep saying it, man. That's the dream. They're living the dream. They're just chilling out in bed, eating their whatever it is that they're eating. Probably nothing, because that was the time. You're old. You can't do anything for society. Just get in bed and we'll forget about you. But, man, what I would do to be able to bed more. How's everyone doing? Hopefully better than me. I am going to condense this down to sleep. Please. Respect yourself and get some sleep. Even if you're young, make sure you sleep. Young, talking like you're an old fogey. Man, I feel like I'm a proper geezer. Used to be times where all-nighters weren't a problem, felt like I had unlimited stamina, you know, and then I got a bit older. And then I got a bit sicker, and then I got older and sicker and older, and that stamina just went in the bin. It just disappeared. Almost overnight, things I could do quite comfortably, you know, if they weren't regular things, all of a sudden I could, and then I couldn't do them. And I try and say this so much to my two boys. I was like, look, you two nag about, you know, wanting to do this, wanting to do that, you're tired and all that kind of stuff. So look, you guys have the opportunity right now to sleep as much as you want, as long as you want, whenever you want. Do it. You've got no reason as children, young adults, to feel tired. None. You will beg when you're older. You will literally beg when you're older to sleep. You will. I guarantee it. A time will come where, you know, you'll have a few sleepless nights. There'll be some projects that need to be done, some work that needs to be done, some responsibilities you need to take care of, and you will be begging for sleep. You will be questioning life's choices, and you will be begging for sleep. So please do everything that you can to make sure you get as much sleep as you need. Just do it. I've gone through cycles through my life of insomnia, and I keep forgetting the opposites in insomnia. Is it narcolepsy? It's not great. One way you can't. So the trick with insomnia isn't that you can't sleep; it's that you can't stay asleep. So you don't ever get a proper, fulfilling night's sleep. You always wake up tired, and no matter how much you try and sleep, you always feel exhausted. You might only get a little bit, and then the other is that you just can't seem to stay awake. You just need to sleep. You're constantly feeling lethargic. You need to sleep, and I used to be able to I can get away with 4 hours. Right, 4 to 6 hours, no problem. So that's quite a jump in it from 4 up to 6. Yeah, I know, but 4 hours I can generally get away with. I got two, and we figured after like a couple months ago, my average is probably 4, and friends and family have shown concern that the amount of sleep that I get is so broken, and that since I got I got unwell. So earlier on this year, sometime last year, where I just started passing out. Something that's never happened before. Just passing out. 1 minute I'm up on my feet. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. The next minute, down, out, gone. Brown bread, mate. You know, getting sicker. Breathing issues. Pain in the neck. Bad circulation. All sorts of stuff. Aches and pains and things that weren't there before are there before. It's like puberty, but for old age. There was hair where there weren't any before. And as you get to, you know, as you go 1 foot in the grave, there are pains where there weren't pains before. Look, I'm certain that all the times that I've passed out haven't actually helped any. Look, as far as all the aches and pains and the bad the bad back, the bad joints, the circulatory issues, the lump in the throat and all that kind of stuff, probably hasn't helped at all because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. As you get older, no one tells you. Right, as you get older, you're almost invincible up until probably your late 20s, early 30s, or probably in your mid 30s. A little switch in your head goes off. And you start to get kind of nervy about things that you weren't nervous about before. You start to feel the change. By the time you get into your 30s, you're a bit like, oh, God, you get a bit weary of that. Mid-30s, you're done, all right? You are done. You could go to bed, really comfortable in that. You've got that nice angle in, nice angle. And then all of a sudden, you sleep just slightly, just little bit off, just a little bit of the angle, maybe your shoulders up a bit, and you'll wake up and you're in agony. You're in absolute agony. You feel like you've been put on a rack, and you're like, ah. Your back will hurt, your neck will hurt, you wake up with terrible headaches and all that kind of stuff. It will happen. You have to sleep in the perfect position every time, otherwise you're going to be in absolute agony. And I've had health conditions in the past where, I think they've kind of allowed me to abuse myself more than most, just because I can't tell when I'm doing it. I don't, powering through has always been my thing, and I think I've got to the point where I've just abused myself now to the point that it's just not working anymore. The knee pains, the back pains, the shoulder pains, just. What do you mean? There was a pillow just resting on the side of your head, and it's that would explain why I'm in excruciating pain today. Or every time I've passed out on the sofa, if there's just a light kind of in my neck, you wake up, you feel it, man. You should. Let's be fair. You should not pass out either for any reason. If you are constantly pushing forwards to the point that you don't actively choose to go to sleep, but you just go and tank it, no, you're doing it completely wrong. Completely wrong. And sleep. Please. I know my two boys are going to watch this. If you get the choice of whatever and sleep, choose sleep. If it's not mission critical and you're going to lose your house and you're going to lose your partner, your relationship, whatever, go to sleep. My baby boys, bless them, it's Tuesday, and my boys often go to nannies on a Tuesday, which is kind of, they don't like spending time with me anymore, bless them. I don't know about. That's not true. Just, my youngest was like, hey, yo, because my parents get the boys from school. My youngest left his kit at my mum's. And he said, well, it's Tuesday. We're going to be staying at nanny's. And my mum's like, no, his dad's not doing anything tonight. He's got nothing to do. So, Dad, you going home? And he's like, no, it's Tuesday. So my mum comes back and says, hey, yo, so it's up to you guys. I said, no, it's up to them, and it's up to you. If they want to stay at your place, let them stay at your place. It's quieter at your place because you can hear people chewing on their breakfast here. It's usually pretty hectic in the morning. You know, if they want to stay at yours, they can stay at yours. And the boys have been worried about me, I think, because of the lack of sleep and the grumbling and the. I don't want to grumble too much, but yeah, I'm fucking exhausted, and I mean, my youngest, they're always like, you're all right, Dad?" Yeah, but basically, in so many words, like, my youngest and my eldest look at me sometimes, and they kind of hint, "Dad, you look like shit. Go to bed." They both do it, and so because they went to nannies, I was told, go to bed, and so I did. I'd already done everything that needed to be done today. I don't like leaving jobs unfinished. Even at the expense of my own health, I don't like leaving jobs unfinished. If I have a job that has to be done at a certain time, if I leave it past that, fuck, it gets on my nerves so badly. I'm just sat there like rocking backwards and forwards. You don't want to do it, but if you don't, it just. So I mean, I got up, got the kids ready for school, took Doggo out. We take him this morning down the park, I think. Got the wife up, got her breakfast and all that. Did my bits. Made sure some files were sent off. Did I have a call today? Yeah, had a couple calls today. Did a little live stream. And then the boys come home and they said, "Dad, fuck off to bed." My mum said basically the same, and so that's what I did. After 2 hours of sleep, I just felt like shit, and I came up here, and my head hit the pillow. I didn't even bother properly putting the blanket and all that on me. I just out. I was like, I'm going to set an alarm. So it must now be 11:30. I was like, I'll set an alarm just to make sure that I can get up and do a little bit to the vlog. But really, honestly, I cannot stress it enough. Just sleep. Look after yourself. You get one shot at this, and when you're younger, you feel like you're invincible, and when you get older, debts have to be repaid. Everything you do when you're younger will catch up to you, and you will be fucking miserable when it does. You will feel old. It will come out of nowhere, and you'll just want sleep. So I would probably recommend not building up debt when you're younger in any way. Everything you do has to be repaid at a later date. So make sure everything is done in advance so you can make life easier when you are older. You've got all that energy and all that stamina when you're young. Use it to benefit you when you're older. Don't go... You can, but don't go hardcore, burn all your money, party hard, that kind of... You can, but... Oh, man. If you can set yourself up in such a way that you can keep doing the chill things when you're older, do that. Do that. Make it easier on yourself when you get older, rather than grinding that 9 to 5 every day until you hit retirement. If you hit retirement, because in my wonderful country, the retirement age just keeps coming further and further back. You can retire about 6 months after you're dead. Cool. Thanks, British government. So... I keep saying I'm going to start looking after myself, and I never do. So, just take the advice of the old man that didn't do it right. Get some sleep. Get worried. Worrying 2 children who are like, "Dad, you look like shit, go to bed." Do as I say, not as I do. use my life as a cautionary tale. I think I'm going to go back to bed. I can see how all of the little things that I have done have led to where I am, where now I feel constantly sick, constantly tired. Like all the joint pain, the back pain and all that. Just... Doggo. Thank you. Hope you're well. And I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. Sleep. You'll thank me for it later. You might not think it now, but you will in the future. Oh, I feel like shit. Bedtime. Also, just one more thing. I don't know if there were, but if there were crumbs in my beard, just so you know, right? Beards are designed. There you go. Look, beards are designed. They're there to keep crumbs out of your bed when you're eating in bed because you're a feeble old man. Okay, they're there to catch food so it doesn't go in the bed because that's annoying. So no, grow a beard, catch food. Don't make a crummy bed. You're welcome.